Well, welcome to the state capitol. We appreciate everybody being here, particularly the press and others of interest on this important topic today. And during our legislative session, one of the issues that comes up is parking and the ability to get here to the Capitol and meet the legislators. But we're honored to be here on the south steps of the Capitol. And this is a fitting place for us because it is such a beautiful building with such a beautiful view. Now, why are you laughing? As we all look and we see today, it's winter time, we've got our winter coats on, and we have one of those events that happens during the winter time called inversions. And these inversions cause us to trap particulates here in the air and increase the air pollution in the air that we breathe. And so we're here today to talk about what we can do as a community to, in fact, improve the air quality, improve the air that we breathe, and see if we can't restore the beautiful view that we can have here from the Capitol steps looking southward and get past this inversion. I'm a firm believer that we can all do more. There's a lot that's been done, but we can do more when it comes to improving the air quality here in the state of Utah, and particularly along the Wasatch Front and up in beautiful Cache Valley. I'm encouraged because I know Utahns all believe that we can do and should do more. And we just have a report out that shows that with our Utah Department of Transportation, that on red alert days, that we have 6% of our population taking less frequent trips with their automobiles. So people are willing to do something. Sometimes they don't know, but they're willing to do it if they do know. I'm joined here today with Mayor Ralph Becker and other mayors and concerned citizens as we're going to throw down the gauntlet and challenge people to do more when it comes to improving our air quality. I also would like to recognize John English here from UTA, from our Utah Transit Authority. And John has accepted my challenge to see if we can't make clearing our air just a little bit easier for Utahns. And I'm not going to step on his announcement, but let me just tell you, it's going to have to do with learning to ride and how we can access our mass transit, then the options that are available through our UTA folks. So we're all anxious to hear what John's got to announce here today. Let me just applaud the efforts that have been made already. We've talked about a lot about public-private partnerships. And it really is not just the government only, but all of us in the private sector working together in public-private partnerships that gets things done. And I applaud the mayor's efforts for their anti-idle campaign, the Clear the Air Challenge, the Utah Moms for Clean Air, and others who are trying to retrofit school buses with cleaner technology and improving the air quality for our children as they play outdoors, and we can understand the harmful effects of dirty air on their lungs and their health. We also praise the asthma task force who's working with our schools and principals and parents to make sure that they keep kids inside. They don't force them outside on recess on bad air quality days, which would be harmful to their specific unique health issues. The Department of Environmental Quality and their Choose Clean Air program is now in its 17th year here in Utah. So again, we need to recognize efforts that are already being made. And the Air Quality Partners team, which we've had those are Air Quality Partners, raise your hands. Again, we have 20 members, and again, the intent is to mobilize the private sector and this diverse group of stakeholders to help encourage us all to do the right thing. We need to do more. We have a website that everybody ought to have available to them to look. It's called www.cleanair.utah.gov, www.cleanair.utah.gov, which is a great resource if you want to know about air and environmental issues regarding clean air. You'll find on there answers to many questions, what we're doing, what we can do, 50 suggestions and tips as far as what we can do as individuals, not only in driving our automobiles, what we can do to improve the air quality. Some of it's just driving less. We ought to, plan our day, and rather than make 3 trips to the grocery store, maybe only make 1 trip to the grocery store. We can, if it's a high pollution day, maybe we postpone the trip till the next day when it's a little better for us to drive. drive smarter. All of us need to probably look at our automobiles, make sure they're well tuned and they're polluting as minimally as possible. Avoid idling. The mayors have got a great program out there right now. And one thing that we need to think more about is alternative fuels. Again, I would like to applaud the efforts of Questar Gas, Chevron, for their efforts to, in fact, make it easy to drive a compressed natural gas automobile. Using compressed natural gas, it pollutes less, and certainly helps us clean up the air, and it's economical. For a lot of people, it's just the fact that it's a lot cheaper is a motivational factor. But at the end result is we clean up the air. We've been working with Questar, as you know, starting with Governor Huntsman and continuing in my administration. The I-15 corridor is going to be designed so that you can go from the north of the state to the south of the state and be able to have a plentiful supply of natural gas. You can fill up your natural gas, compressed natural gas automobiles. So again, this is something that I think is going to prove to be very profitable for us going forward. Again, let me just conclude by saying at home there's things we can do. Avoid wood-burning stoves. I know it's kind of been our heritage to have wood-burning fireplaces. Those are areas that we ought to consider doing away with. If we have a fireplace, that ought to be natural gas burning. Energy-efficient appliances. And again, some of these tips you can find on the website. So in conclusion, I would just say this. All of us can do something. And all of us should do something. Improving the quality of the air we breathe is every Utahns' responsibility, and we want to make sure that everybody understands that and that we work together in an unprecedented way now to improve the air quality so we can see farther from the Capitol steps than 4th South on a day like today. So with that, let me turn the time over to Mayor Ralph Becker for a few comments. Ralph?